All right, so now we really are. We've gained another satellite with all that messing around too. So okay, let's see. We will take off here. It's clear. Nobody's around here. No obstacles. This drone does not have obstacle avoidance, so gotta be a little more careful with this guy on your takeoffs and your
Takeoff. The
landings.
home point has been
Okay, so you can
updated.
see,
Please check it on the
it's
map.
got good hover there. It's got the home point and all that. So we will start the. We're going to go up just a little bit higher. Well, we'll start screen recording right now. So we're going to put it in video mode, and we're in your basic 4K 30. We docked your auto adheres. This is just a test here. We're not worried about fooling around with camera settings today. So okay, screen recording is going, and now the drone recording is going now. So to sync everything up. So let's take this thing up to a respectable height here. It looks like it's ascending perfectly well, the same ascent speed that it usually has in normal mode here. We're going to start off in normal. We will test sport mode at some point, and we'll test return to home here. Now I'm going to kind of pull out here and fly over the dunes. I see they're doing a little work down there at that house. Looks like a man stand down there too. So we're up. Oh, we said we're ascending faster. Make sure we're in normal. Okay, we're going to go down just a little bit, about 99 or something like that. I want to keep under the wind gusts here. Okay, so we are recording, so let's go down this way here. There's a man walking around there. He may be with whatever kind of construction they're doing over there. But we're flying over the dunes here. What we're going to do is keep an eye out for crosswalkers and over the dunes, and we should be good here because nobody can be on the dunes. It's a law here. You can't walk on the dunes except for those overpasses. All right, so far it seems to be flying beautifully here. I'm having no trouble with the wind. It's handling just as good as always. The Mini 2, of course, was the first really good mini drone, under 250 grams. So I'm going to go up a little bit higher here. This is usually when you first start to lose a little signal here. Yeah, this is the first really good mini drone. Of course, the Mini 3 is out now for DJI, which is a little bit better. Look, there you can see the Christmas tree still down there. See it down there? I'm going to fly right over it now. It's on the beach here. So okay, we're going to fly down just here to the edge of Margate, and then we'll turn around. So we're not. But signal is really good here. I got no issues with signal here. I'll go up a little bit higher. So there's a man walking over the dunes. So we're going to wait until he goes over. In fact, we'll just go out on the beach here since there's nobody on the beach. And so far, the iPhone's doing real good, too. I'm not getting any dimming here. I mean, I know it just started or whatever, but... okay, so we've gone 2,600 feet. I see no problem. The signal I got 4 strong bars. But watch, when I turn this thing around here, now the antennas must be in the back of the drone. Because watch, I'll turn around and watch. I'll probably go yell at some point up there on the signal. Nope, I did not. Signal is real good. So okay, you can see here that I'm going to the exposure here. I mean, you don't see the sun in there, but it kind of okay, now we are going against the wind here. I'm blowing out the shadows here, so but I'm not interested in messing around with camera settings right here today. So okay, so I'm in sport mode. See how I threw the camera down here? But we're ripping back. We're doing 20 some miles per hour, and again, it's windy, or we'd be doing faster than that. So I'll try to pull the camera up a little bit, but it when you're in sport mode flying to wind, it throws the camera down. Oops, there's somebody walking here. We're gonna avoid them. Oops. Look, you see the drone tilt as I'm going to the flying sideways there, so that shows you the wind. Nothing to panic about though. Okay, here's people on the beach here, so I'm gonna go back over the dunes again. Oops, it doesn't like when I go fly side to side. Alrighty. So yeah, this is the dunes here, Margate City here, the beach here. Going by the kind of senior center there. See they have the what do you call the what's that sport where you shuffleboard? The old people always play shuffleboard. Of course, I'm an old person now, but I haven't taken up. I used to play shuffleboard when I was younger, but don't play it now. Maybe I should go down there and join up. Okay, so they're doing some kind of work here. Oops, look at the drone. It's it's I think it's only because I'm in sport mode. Let me get out of sport mode. All those problems you're seeing are because it's windy and I'm in sport mode. Okay, so let's hit this 1x zoom. Can you hit it with them while you're recording? Yeah, boom. I can hit recording, still go with the 1x. Okay, they just tore down another house there. Most of the time a property sells down here in Margate. I should say most of the time, but this a beachfront almost all the time. The property is usually the old house is torn down and a new house is built. Usually the biggest house they could possibly build on the piece of ground is what's built here. So that's what's going on here. Let me put it in city mode for a second. I don't see anybody working right now. Let's go in a little bit closer. Oops. See the bulkhead there is still there. I'm zoomed in, I'm not that close. So yep, that's all the new house is going up there. So that's the old house was torn down. All right, let's get out of the zoom mode. Let's get back here again. Let's bring this drone back here. And see, I'm having no problem now. I took it out of sport mode. It was just a combination of being probably too high. So let's come down a lot lower. Let's come down to about 90 some, and then put it back in sport mode and see if we have better luck ripping down here. And let's get our gimbal up and see how it throws the gimbal down for a little bit lower. Oh yeah, look, still threw the gimbal right down. Of course, the ground's better exposed now, so that's a positive. It's a good thing. I hear it right there. It's ripping right by me. It's got good line of sight on it today. It's very clear. Alrighty. So, signal's good. Everything's good here. See if I can see anything else going down here. The construction going on or so on. Everything else looks pretty normal. So okay, we're out 1,000 feet again. Let's go into our settings here and let's do a return to home. But let's go in and check our safety stuff here. So we have a return to home altitude of 300, and we don't need to be all that high. So let's bring it down here. Coming back at 180 feet will be just fine. So everything else looks good. Yeah, sometimes you always want to check these settings to make sure nothing got changed while you're away. But let's do our return to home here now that we've got our height set properly. We are down at 51% battery life. I didn't hold it long enough.
Go home.
There goes the beam. Okay, the drone is turning around here, but this drone has that feature that I don't think any of the drones has. That you can yaw on return to home. So we're going to try that once it gets to its height and then comes back home again. Okay, so here it comes back. But see, look, you can yaw. Let's look at the beach on the way back, the ocean, rather than the dunes on the way back. So this is, again, I think this is the only DJI drone in the lineup that has this, different thing, ability to change the yaw on the way back. And see, I can move it again if I want. Check where we're coming back here. We're almost back, as a matter of fact. So we'll let's see if it can land on the pad. It's right overhead. So we're going to see if it lands. This drone does not have precision landing, but we will see.
Landing.
How good it close to the pad. Of course, if it's going to land in the sand, I will hit the up button, and we will not let that happen. So. And I don't think it is going to hit the pad here. You can probably see the pad. Yeah, it's not going to hit. You can probably see it in the camera now. I'll cancel it. See, it was this far off. had to be over here. But again, this doesn't have precision landing, so no big deal. All right, we're about 43% of the battery life, so we're gonna go up and try a little bit more flying here. So let's get this camera up here and fly up and over the dunes here. Kind of fly a little bit lower here, give you a different look. And signal's been incredible here the whole time, even when I turn around backwards. So that's really cool that the signal's so good. I don't see any surfers out here today. There I see a man walking the beach. Sorry about the quick yaw there. So let's go down. Oh, we can get out of sport mode now. Go down here a little bit. So that signal is really impressive here today, better than I ever remember. This is Mini 2, the drone a lot of people are holding on to because it does not have remote ID. There's a seagull here. Get away from him. It does not have remote ID. Probably never will, hopefully. So no remote ID and no obstacle avoidance. You do not have to register this drone because it's under 250 grams if you're flying for fun or pleasure. If you're flying for fun, like let me shout out the Fly for Fun show with Johnny and Ray. But yeah, if you're flying for fun, you do not need to register because it's under 250 grams. Of course, it doesn't have remote ID. You won't need remote ID if you're under 250 grams and you are flying for fun, not for business purposes. So it's a lot of good things about this drone here. And its only weakness is, the camera is a good camera, but it's not as good in low light as some of the newer drones like the Mini 3 or the little Altel drone or, some of those ilk. Okay, I think I'm about to lose my recording on my Pocket 2, so we're going to end this video right here. Okay, I still have audio through the my Pocket 2 ran out of battery. I knew it probably didn't have full charge, but I'm still getting audio on the phone here, and hopefully it's decent because it's not that terrible windy sitting here. So if the video is useful, so we're going to just go into some of the settings here and see. You have the single auto exposure bracket work perfectly. There's a truck there. Your single photo, time photo. Let's go back to single. You have the video modes. It all kind of looks the same. You have the quick shots, the droney, the rocket, the circle, and the helix, and the boomerang. You got your panos in here, the 180, the wide angle, and the spear. So yeah, basically a lot of the stuff's still the same here. So I'm trying to say everything's the same here. So yeah, anyhow, the update looks pretty good. All the main features seem to be the same, working the same. We've added nothing. So let's get out of here. Get back to normal video here. So yeah, all seems to be good with this new version of the Fly App, the 1.9.4. And so I think it's safe to load. Now I can't guarantee this perform the same on every drone, but I would think so. So let's start to head back. You can see the compass here. So you see how to get back. I'm the blue dot there. So we just fly back to the blue. I mean, it's right in front of me, but I'm just showing you this here. Flying back to the blue dot here. All right, we're almost back. That's right, almost kind of right in front of me. Yeah, so great flight today. Mini 2 performed perfectly out here in the field.